Hey, I'm back, and guess what? This video is going to be about how to install a lace closure and make it look really natural. In this video, I am going to be installing 4 bundles and 1 lace closure from MsBeauty Hair. I will leave all of the information with the hair company in the description bar if you guys are interested in purchasing. So I've gone ahead and I've done her braid down. She's going to have a middle part, so we're going to make all the braids come away from the part so it can lay as flat as possible. Then I'm going to use the same method that I would use to do a frontal. I'm going to apply the Got2b gel and then the free spray on top, and then I'm going to sew around in a square because that's where your closure is going to be. And then I'm going to sit her under the dryer. After she comes from underneath the dryer, we are going to cut the excess cap off because we do not need that. And then I'm going to sew a net on each side. Now, I'm only going to put the net on the sides, not the back, because my clients like to get to their scalp. So when you add a net, sometimes it just restricts them a little bit. So I'm only going to add it to the front. And the reason why I'm adding it to the front as well is because it grips the closure and the elastic band better. So this is the reason why I use the net. So I want to make sure that you guys know to have the cap in front of the hairline. Have it go all the way past where your client's hair starts or your hair starts. This is because you're going to bring the closure further than your hairline. You don't want to put any glue or anything like that on your hair, and it's going to look more natural if you have it past your hairline, as long as your frontal or closure is customized the right way. I'm sorry I had to make sure I said that because there are some people who bring it way too far down and it looks wicked. So the adhesive that I am going to use is called Lacegrip. I also use this in my other video with the full lace install with the braids from another hair company. But I'm cleaning my hands with alcohol, and I'm going to clean her hairline with alcohol as well before I apply the adhesive. So I'm going to apply 3 layers just like I would do with the frontal. So I'm going to apply the first layer, let it dry clear, apply the second layer, let it dry clear, and then apply the third layer and let it dry clear. And then I'm going to apply my closure. So as you can see, I've sewn elastic on both sides of the closure. Now I'm going to put the closure ahead of her hairline, right where the glue begins. And I'm going to have her hold one side and I'm going to sew down the other elastic. Now, sometimes I add an elastic band that goes around to the back, and then sometimes I don't, and I just use 2 pieces of elastic to sew down on the sides. I really ask the client what they're going to be more comfortable with. Having a band go all the way around to the back sometimes can be a little annoying. So I basically asked them what they think and how they feel about it. If they're okay with it being in the back, then I'll have one that goes all the way around. If not, I'll just do the one that's on the sides. So I'm going to sew onto the net the elastic band on both sides. And then I'm going to just go around the closure to completely make sure the closure is stable and tight and not going nowhere. Here is our bundles. Aren't they so nice? So the closure is 16 inches. The bundles are 18, two 20s, and one 22-inch bundle. I'm going to use all of the hair. We're going to start with one track that's going to be going around the whole perimeter of the head. And then we're going to keep on sewing the tracks onto the back. Let's get these bundles into this sewing. So of course I'm going to start with the 22, then the two 20s, and then the 18 on top. So as you can see, the closure is looking pretty good already. But now I'm going to cut the lace off and I'm going to do a little bit more customizing before we style. Now I'm going to add a little bit of concealer. I use LA Girl Concealer. This color that I'm using is Fawn. I find that Fawn is very, very common. I use it a lot. It's one of the colors that I use most of the time because it matches a lot of skin tones. So I'm going to go in on her hairline and just color it in lightly. You put a little bit of concealer on your brush and then you lightly brush it onto the closure. If you put it on too much, it's going to be way too dark. It's going to look yellow. So you have to lightly brush it up against the lace. I'm going to do some really, really, really light baby hairs. I hate to see these closures with these baby hairs that are just out of this world. That's just my personal opinion. But I'm going to give it some light baby hairs. It'll still look natural. It'll still look really nice. Also, another tip is if you pluck the hair in the direction you want it to go, it will lay that way. So whatever way you want the hairs to go, pluck it in that direction and the hairs will go that way. As I told you guys before, we're going to be doing the middle part. So now I'm just going to mold the closure. So I'm going to do my part and then I'm going to take some wrapping lotion from Nairobi and I'm going to add it and then I'm going to blow dry it. I'm going to use a round brush to blow the hair dry just so that it can lay the way that I need it to lay and as flat as I want it to lay. I love Nairobi. I love their lotion, their wrapping lotion. It is amazing. It does not leave the hair oily. It's still light. It does not give you no white flakes. It's just amazing. So guess what we're doing now? It's style time. And I'm so excited because I've been wanting to do crimps and show you guys for a little minute now. But I'm not going to be doing really hard crimps. I'm just going to be doing some soft crimps so that it looks nice and wavy. So I'm spraying my AG FireWall heat protectant. And then also as I'm going along, I'm going to spray the hair with some Sebastian Shaper as I go through the hair to curl it. So we're going to speed this up just a bit. You guys to get the gist of it by now. So I'm just going to speed it up so we could get to the final product. To lay down her baby hairs, I use Design Essentials Sleek Max Edge Tamer. That stuff is bomb. I told you guys before. I'll leave all of the information of everything I used in this video in the description box. But this hair is looking nice. I didn't want the crimps to be too much, so I did them really, really light. But I'm loving the way it turned out. You guys already know. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Add me on Instagram, Beauty by Day, BeautiiByday. And this is the finished product. Can you tell me what lace? Find a lace. Thank you, MsBeauty Hair, for this wonderful hair. And she's loving her hair, and so am I. I will see you guys very soon.